Dreadful day. Um, so I obviously I've dug in with some books. It's been a bit like a beehive where, and I've stuck my head in, and ones I shouldn't have done. But it come on a memory last night, and I totally forgot. So obviously for the Lee Duffy ones, I interviewed four four police officers. Some I won't name. Obviously, Ray Morton was one. His book's coming out this year. One at a real top level, won't name. Another guy who was a local South banker, won't name. And I did speak to Detective Inspector Brian Leonard, although he didn't want any part of it. He didn't. I can kind of announce that now because obviously he's sadly no longer here. But I asked him, and he said he understood why he was doing it, but he just didn't want to be kind of part of it, and I respect that. But he did tell me a lot of things, which I kind of used for the book and just kind of scattered them. And one of them, I mean, there's a lot of inaccuracies on here, and I've got no, I don't really want to go out and correct them because it's none of my business. I did the books, done them, finished with them, so I'm not into because the biggest thing on here is jealousy and envy, and it's not always people think, oh, he's jealous of me. It's not always to do with the money, and people can be jealous of people's character, people's creativeness, and that's what there's a lot on here, a lot of jealous people. But yeah, sorry, the moral of the story is I seen something last night and I was like, oh God, I forgot about that. And I'm not even sure whether I put it out. But from May 1990 to August 1991, so the Cleveland police had 96 separate incidents, reports regarding Lee Duffy. 16 months of his life. Obviously, he was remanded in the April for 12 days. So that's not hearsay. That's actually a fact. And I come through it last night. I was just like, wow. And the more you think about it, the more like incredible it is. And I kind of think of that Ray Morton quote when he said, when I started Cleveland Police, so he was working in Stockton, I think, and so he was moved to Middlesbrough, I think 1989. Obviously Duffy was released May 1990, and he said, I quickly realised we were dealing with a one-man crime wave. And I was just having a look over the notes, and Brian Leonard, in 93, February the 20th, 93, give an interview to the Gazette, and he said there won't be another bloke like Duffy. He was a one-off, and he gave 2 interviews, and another one was something like, we've did our job, and I expect everything to go back to normal now. T-Side will go back to normal, and obviously Ray said, there wasn't anyone who kind of come and tried to take over where he'd taken off. But yeah, that's pretty staggering. That's actually a fact. So there was 96 separate incidents the police received from May 1990 to August 91. Yeah, mind-blowing. And you think it was a time before social media. In that time alone, 50% of the population had phones. So it was basically, he did all that almost. I mean, listen, it's nothing to brag about, but obviously looking at it from a writer, he was fascinating to study. and I don't think there'll be anyone like him again. Of course, these days you get 5 years without even a bullet, carrying a gun. But yeah, that fact I just told you is true. It was such a shame. Brian Leonard actually was talking about doing his own book. I don't think he ever got to do it. I think he passed about 6-7 months ago. One of them old school kind of coppers. Big rugby player from Nunthorpe, but he was a Borough lad and respected by everyone in the town. And it's a shame because he'd have had one hell of a story. But that was the accurate statistic that he gave me. So yeah, I don't think British society will ever hear of anything like that ever again. But yeah, let us know your thoughts.